Hi, Tim here with Clive Coffee. I'm going to show you how to adjust your pump pressure on your Pro 500. We're also going to show you how to replace the expansion valve seat. The tools you're going to need are your Allen wrenches, a 3mm and the 1.5. You'll need a flathead screwdriver, and for adjusting pump pressure, your blind or blank portafilter. We're going to start off with your 3mm wrench. To make this as easy as possible, we're going to remove this panel inside the machine that holds your water tank. It's held in place by 2 screws just at the bottom. So using your 3mm Allen wrench, you can go ahead and take these off. And now we can tip it on the other side about a 45-degree angle and access the second screw here. And now we can take this panel that holds the internal panel that holds the tank, and we can just kind of set it off to the side. This will give us access to our expansion valve seat right over here. We are going to take our 1.5mm Allen wrench, and you can see there's a very small screw on the right hand side of this expansion valve. Remove it most of the way, and I would leave it where it is about halfway out, but do not take it all the way. It can be a little tricky to get it back in place. So we've loosened that up. That pin essentially holds our expansion valve, our pressure adjustment pin in place. And what we're going to do is we're going to take it out completely and show you what's inside here. So if you are replacing the expansion valve seat, it is at the very end here. It's this rubber piece. So if that wears down and needs to be replaced, you would just be able to replace that piece. And we are going to reassemble. Just pop that back in and tighten it back down. Now that we have put our expansion valve back in place, the pump pressure is going to need to be readjusted. So we can tighten down this small screw here to keep the expansion valve in place. And now that we have the pin back in place, what we're going to do is I'm going to reattach my water reservoir tank to the frame of the machine, get water back in that water reservoir tank, and we're going to turn the machine on and let it heat up. Now that our machine has heated back up to temperature, we can go ahead and adjust our pump pressure. We're going to use our blind or blank portafilter to provide that back pressure. It's the same tool that you would be using if you were back flushing and cleaning. So you can pop out the old screen, place that in your portafilter, and lock that into place. And now we are going to adjust our pump pressure. With our flathead screwdriver, I'm going to be making adjustments, turning the pump adjustment in the back while I'm running the brew group. I'm going to be watching for 9 bars of pressure on my gauge here. As soon as I start, it's going to take a few seconds to ramp up. And you'll see your pressure gauge jump up, and at this point it is about 11 bars of pressure. So I'm turning counterclockwise at the back screw, and I'm adjusting it down, and it's responding very quickly. So now I'm at 9 bars of pressure. I can go ahead and stop the brew group, and that is how you adjust your pump pressure. At this point, you can go ahead and put the panels back on the machine, and you are ready to start brewing espresso. Check out these videos here for additional information about paneling and other information about using your Profitec Pro 500. For other tech tips, visit our knowledge resources at clivecoffee.com.